Hi, it's Mike with AskATractorMike.com. It's spring. It's the time of year a lot of us are getting ready to jump in the old pickup truck and go tractor shopping. And on this YouTube channel, I take a lot of questions from folks who are asking me about problems they have. And if they had known ahead of time what I'm going to tell you today, when they bought the tractor, they might not have had this problem. I'm going to talk about 5 things today that you need to know going into tractor shopping about stuff you need or things you need the dealer to do before they deliver the tractor that'll make your tractor owning process a whole lot better. And a lot of these don't get discussed at the dealership because, and especially this year, there's going to be a wave of people hit the dealerships, I think, at the same time looking for tractors, and they're trying to take care of all the customers they can, and it's important to get you out of there and you want your tractor delivered, but take time to think about these 5 items when you're shopping. And do I want them or not, and do I need to talk to the dealer about them, because they will cure a lot of the problems that you'll be asking me about later if you'll think about them up front. Number 1, do I want a cab tractor? I have been in the tractor business for 25 plus years. I've never ever talked to somebody that thought about buying a cab on their tractor and got the cab and then later said, man, I wish I hadn't have gotten the cab. I've talked to a ton of people the other way around that thought about buying a cab and didn't. And now later they're thinking about trading their non-cab tractor for a cab tractor, and it's an expensive way to go. What are the advantages of a cab tractor? Well, if you're somebody that has a lot of allergies, get a cab tractor, because most people take their tractors and they brush hog with them. They're stirring that pollen up. I mean, a brush hog is just a big blender without a lid on it to throw those seeds and that dust. And literally, when you're out brush hogging like ragweed, you can see a green cloud. And if you're allergic to that stuff, get a cab tractor. The other thing, and this is kind of strange to tell you, but if you're in an area with hornets that live in the ground, I've brush hogged over those, and hornets will come after you, and they're not happy. And if you have that, you might want to think about getting a cab tractor, because it's a dangerous situation when they're active. You don't want to stop, just keep going, and it can be bad. The second thing I want to tell you about today is quick attach. Now, most tractors come with quick attach, and I've done other videos about quick attach, and I'll put links in the description below. But I was up at the dealership the other day. I was shocked. There's a few tractors that either don't come with quick attach, or dealers are choosing to order them without quick attach. And I'm talking about quick attach on the front of the front end loader. Usually a couple of levers or some pins that enable you to get out of the attachment you're in, like a loader bucket, and get into a set of pallet forks. And you can change, and I sell products and make money from folks that didn't get quick attach the first time. You can convert. I have conversion kits on my website, but it's a whole lot cheaper to do it when you're buying the tractor. Now, I'm not talking about a quick attach loader where you take the loader off easy. I'm talking about the front end. I can live without the loader coming off, but the front end attachment to go from a set of pallet forks to a bucket to a bale spike and so on, so you can change from one to the other easily. Get quick attach when you get the new tractor. The third thing I'm going to tell you about is hydraulic remotes. And that's another thing I've done videos about. I'll post a link. But a remote on the back of a tractor is basically a port that allows you to tap into the hydraulic system of the tractor. And 2 ports is 1 set of remotes. 4 ports is 2 sets. They come in pairs. And what it is a port where you can plug a hose in where oil will go out and come back in, or vice versa. You can reverse it. And what that does, let's say you down the road decide you want a 12-foot cutter with bat wings that fold up so you can go through gates and have a wide cut. You have to have a way of raising those wings, and hydraulic remotes, you plug the cutter hoses into those remotes, and then you can raise and lower those wings. And if you want to power a grapple, which lots of people are getting grapples, you can actually power your grapple with hydraulic remotes. You can run hoses from the back of the tractor to the front and power that grapple. It's not as good a way as having either a diverter or a third function valve on your tractor, but it'll work for someone on a budget, and you'll find other uses for remotes. Now, get the remotes when you're buying the tractor new. Once the tractor is no longer a current model, the manufacturers put those remote kits, they break all those parts up and put them in the parts department. Like my tractor was built in 2000, and if I wanted a kit, that's not available. It's a 71363036. I used to order them when I worked in the dealership world. I should have got one when I could have, but I didn't. And now if I want to order one, I have to order each individual parts, and it's really expensive. So the third thing you want to ask about when you're buying a new tractor, do I ever think I'll need remotes? And if you're going to get remotes, get them when you buy the tractor, have the dealer put them on. Now number 4 and 5 are kind of interrelated, and they involve how well your tractor will handle slopes, hills. A lot of us are in pretty steep hills, and you can really help your tractor out, first off, even if you're not on hills, by putting fluid in the tires. And I'm going to put a plug in for my sponsor today, Rim Guard. Rim Guard makes beet juice, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a byproduct of sugar beets, a juice, a thick juice that goes in the tires for ballast, for weight, keep the back end of the tractor on the ground. And it has 3 really distinct advantages over all the competition. Number 1, it won't eat up your rims like calcium chloride. Don't ever put calcium chloride in the back wheels of a tractor. It's heavy, but it will eventually rust out the rims and you'll have a mess. So Rim Guard will not rust out. It's a natural product. It won't rust out rims. Number 2, it's environmentally friendly. If you happen to gouge a tire and a little bit of Rim Guard leaks out and your dog drinks it, or a calf comes along, or a cow, and drinks it out of a puddle, it won't kill them. It's natural. It won't hurt them at all. A lot of your antifreeze-based solutions, it won't end pretty. And the third advantage of Rim Guard is it's heavy. It's heavier than most of the other products out there, so you get the maximum benefit of the product. So get the fluid put in at the dealership. If you don't, now there are people that come out to your farm and install it, but I recommend getting it done at the dealership. They can get it pumped in there, and then you're ready to go to work when the tractor gets to your place. Number 5, decide where you want those wheels spaced before the tractor leaves the dealership, because dealers can space the wheels. A lot of people don't even know when they buy a tractor. There are different wheel spacings. You can make them wider or narrower. On a lot of tractors, I'll have a welded rim, and the only way to change the spacing of the tires, there's only 2 spaces that are available, and that is to change the side the wheels are on. They've got a dish, and if the dish is in, then well, I guess the dish would be out, then the tires are close to the tractor. But if you switch sides, the dish is out, and you have a wider footprint for the tractor, and it'll be more stable on hills. A lot of tractors have a bolted on rim, and this gives you multiple options for changing the spacing of your tractor tires. If you've got a bolted on rim, you can put the dish out and then put it at where the part that bolts to the rim are the furthest out, and you can put your tires and wheels literally way out from the fenders. I knew one customer we had in all the years I worked that wanted his tires all the way out, and they were out 6 to 8 inches past the fender, but he lived in the mountainous area of northwest Arkansas. He needed all the stability he could. He had all the ballast he could get, and he had his wheels spaced out the whole way. We had trouble loading that tractor on a trailer. It was almost too wide to go on a trailer. But have that done at the dealership. They have special tools there and hoists that can pick up the tires and wheels and get them where you want to. But talk to your salesman about, if you're not on hills, it doesn't matter, keep them close to the tractor. But if you're on hills, set those wheels out where you're comfortable with them, and it'll make your stability a lot better. If you'll do those 5 things and think about those 5 things before the tractor leaves the dealership, your tractor ownership experience will be a lot happier, and you won't be asking me questions later on about how do I fix this. So think about that when you're buying. If you've got one of those tractors without quick attach and you'd like to buy a quick attach conversion kit, go to my website here and see if one's available. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd be honored. Click the mic face icon and check the bell so you're notified when I post videos. And here's a video about hydraulic remotes. If you want more explanation, watch this. Thanks for watching.